hit them with that Ack Reacher. Y'all gonna learn today. I'm a teacher. That Ack Reacher. Get into the bag like Berserker, boy. Fuck around, I'ma hurt you, boy. Stick jab, side step, uppercut you, boy. The champ is here, you can't survive in my circle, boy. Yeah. Look at my drip right here. Universe is all I wear. Red Fox logo right here. Yeah. I breathe a different air. They can't spar with me. Blood, sweat, and tears. You see the scars on me. I need a fast bag. Split second bag. I need it hitting like a speed bag. Yeah. I age like fine wine. This is that ageless music. I hit them with that Ack Reacher.
I love the game. I love the hustle, man. I be feeling like one of them ball playing niggas, you know, like Bird or Magic or something. Yeah, you know, a nigga got dough. A nigga could leave the league. But if I leave, the fans still gonna love me, man.
Y'all know what it is. It's the Usual Suspect 650-50 draw. Buy your tickets now for your chance at winning half the pot. Cash App, $ Usual 50-50. Tickets on sale for $10 for one, $20 for 3 tickets, and $50 for 10 tickets. Put your desired amount, name or alias, as well as your email address, and your tickets will be set. We announce the winning ticket numbers every other Friday on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk Bullshit on the Beltway, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC. And remember,
it's a Usual Suspect day.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to my peoples and my guys. Look alive, it's another episode of Ack N Odd Show, episode 19. Salute to the LDBC.
Let no man forget how menacing we are. We are lions.
I don't know why my joint wasn't clipped up on my board, but I'll fix that. Salute. Make sure y'all shop usualsuspect6.com because you fit the description. Got the co-host here with me, Stills, man. What's going down?
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your favorite yet your most hated odd fella back for another one. It's the Ack N Odd Show. Yes, indeed. Salute to the chat. Salute to the Usual Suspect 6. And salute to the LDBC. Yes, indeed. Yes,
Let
indeed.
no man forget how menacing we are. We are lions.
Sir.
Let no man forget.
Salute to my bro, Texas Drip in the house. What's good, bro?
What's good with it, man? It's your boy, 503 Line, man. All here to sports and entertainment, man. You know we're gonna forever keep it Texas on this end. Shouts out to the Ack N Odd Show, the best early morning weekend show in boxing. You understand me, man? Episode 19 with a team, man. This is a Usual Suspect team. You understand me, man? Y'all be sure to go get y'all boxes, find a boxer. Y'all be sure to go into the fight pool, the US6 fight pool. Start next week, man. Hey, man, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? Be sure to go shop Usual Suspect 6, man. Go get you some of that LDBC Meet and Greet 2025 Las Vegas merch. Brought to you by the Usual Suspects. Created by, as I call him, the mad scientist, Jay Steels, the odd fella, man. Hey, we in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We working. We working, man. I love this right here. I love this, you know, production. Being productive, you know what I'm saying? 3 days straight of Usual Suspects in the algorithm. That's what I like, man. Trill Thursday, bullshit on the Beltway Friday, the Ack N Odd Show on a Saturday morning, and of course, man, Usual Suspect Sundays, 3 o'clock Central Time. Y'all be sure to check us out. We're gonna get into all of the hottest boxing topics, recaps, and what's next to come right here on YouTube.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute. First off, let me salute my people in the chat real quick. Coach, what's good, Coach? Coach 67 in the house. Mark Wonderly is my first sub in the house. My sis Tay Tay in the house. What's good, Tay Tay? Salute to D-Man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So before we get started, you know, it's just been a bad week all around, man. But first off, for Texas and New York, when it come to our rappers, I know about Yellow Bees. We ain't gonna talk too much about that. Everybody talking about that. But K Flock, free my bro K Flock from the Bronx, man. Hardest Bronx drill rapper you ever heard. He was supposed to come home, then he got caught up on some RICO charges. That's some bull. So free my NY brother K Flock. Yeah, man. So George Foreman, man. I just want to, you know, touch on this, man. George Foreman, he left us yesterday. I want to get everybody's thoughts on Big George. I know a lot of people weren't fans of him until he got older. A lot of people didn't like the young George Foreman. Some people did, fighting wise, but maybe not personality wise. I'm gonna go to the Texas brother first. 503 Lion. I know this was hit home a little bit. I believe he was born in Marshall, Texas, but raised in Houston. Big George. So 5, man. How you feel about the sad news about George Foreman?
If I'm being honest, Ack, I'm honestly not sad, bro. I actually feel like George should be celebrated. Gotta understand, bro. And one thing about it, 2 things for sure, and it's always for certain, man. Death is something that is inevitable. It's gonna happen. How you choose to live your life until death is called upon you is your choice. And I feel like George Foreman lived his life for God and for his family. And he did a lot of great things while he was here. A lot of great things, man. I think that he should be celebrated. I think that people should learn from George Foreman as far as with your faith and whatever God you honor or you worship. And we could definitely learn a lot from George and his story with his business dealings and the redemption of George Foreman. Also, man, just celebrate how much of a force he was in boxing. See, I'm from Houston, bro. I'm from the north side of Houston, Texas, the northeast side to be exact. Where I'm at right now on the north side, bro, I'm like 5 minutes away from George Foreman's actual neighborhood, which is 5th Ward, the Bloody Nickel, Lyons Avenue, Collinsworth, Lockwood. These are
Talk that Houston stuff. See, I can't curse, man. Ramadan Mubari. So
for sure, Aki, I got you, man. Yeah, man. George Foreman came up, man, as the old heads would call it, he came up in that bloody nickel, the Fifth Ward, man. He came up, man, in the 50s, in the 60s, man, where Houston was still racist. It was hella segregated. It was a lot of profiling. You, you know what I'm saying, going on in George Foreman's heyday, man. For people that don't know, man, like George used to really be one of them guys. Like he was one of them guys that he always been a brute. He always been strong. He always been a force to be reckoned with, man. Um and in his earlier days, man, he did a lot of, you know, criminal type things, you know what I'm saying? But the great thing about George is, man, boxing found George. Boxing found George. He didn't find boxing. Boxing found him. And through boxing, he was able to channel his anger and his aggression and his strength and turn it into something positive. You see what I'm saying? And through that, he was able to go through the amateur system, become a gold medalist, and go on to turn pro and fight the guys such as Joe Frazier, Ken Norton, Ron Lyle, Muhammad Ali. And George also found God, and he became a preacher, and in the process of him becoming a preacher, he gave his life to Christ, right? And after that, he retired from boxing. And like most people in boxing, they get into boxing. A lot of times they finances, or they feel like their finances is in order. They feel like they have a solid team around them. And George felt that way. But come to find out, people took everything from George. See, George was a brute, a force to be reckoned with. One of the hardest, if not the hardest punchers ever in boxing. He was a menace in the ring, but outside that ring, man, George was one of the most nicest and gentle giant guys ever. So he trusted people with his finances, and they stole everything from him. So what did George Foreman do? He reinvented himself. Came back. Everybody thought he was crazy. Nobody from his era did this. Muhammad tried to do it, but he couldn't do it. And this ain't no disrespect to Muhammad. But he was actually able to come back and beat champions in boxing. Guys like Michael Moore and stuff like that. So he was able to reinvent himself, be able to rebrand himself. And also he had one of the best business ventures in the early 2000s, late 90s with the George Foreman grill. He patented and designed his own grill and made a lot of money off of that, man.
They say he made more money off of that than in his career.
Right. So we can learn a lot from George, man. And the main thing I think that I'm gonna take into George Foreman's story, bro. And me and Ack, we talk about this a lot, bro. Behind the scenes, and I just say this: no matter what you're going through, your highs, your lows, just keep going, man. Keep pushing. Keep grinding, keep working, man. If you got to revamp yourself, if you got to reinvent yourself, you know what I'm saying? If you got to get back out here and put boots on the ground, man, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? You can have it all one day and I have nothing, man, and start from zero. And that's what George Foreman did, bro. Yeah, man. R.I.P. Big George Foreman, man. One of the Texas legends, one of the boxing goats. He'll forever live on, man. And he
From
definitely,
Houston, don't forget.
yeah. And
He
I'm
put
gonna
on for
say
you.
this, man. In Houston, on the north side of Houston, man, this man he deserves a statue. He deserves. He does. Listen, bro. George Foreman deserves a statue. He deserves a building. He deserves a gym, a street named after him. He should be considered a god in Houston, Texas, especially on my side of Houston, the north side of Houston, man. Fifth Ward, the mayor. Y'all gotta pay homage to George Foreman, man. I want to see a statue. I want to see some buildings named after him. I want to see probably a gym put up somewhere in his honor. I want to see a park or something named after him, a street named after him. He deserves his flowers, man, for sure.
Word up, word up, word up. That's a fact. Good spill. Five gave you the whole breakdown. That's how you know that's his people. That's his culture right there. He gave you the whole breakdown. Steels, man. You up next, man. Tell us what you got on George, man, and your memories or whatever with George.
Rest in power to a boxing great, Big George Foreman. Let's take it all the way back to his gold medal in the Olympics. That's not often spoke about when you think of George Foreman, but George Foreman is a gold medal Olympian. Young George came in the game absolutely wrecking shit. Memorable fights, how he destroyed and took out Ken Norton. Absolute obliteration. What about the wars with, I believe, Ron Lyle?
Yup. That's one of my favorite fights.
Absolute obliteration with Joe Frazier, who was at the time the undefeated champion. Ack, I liked his attitude. The young George, for a boxer, a menacing heavyweight, I love George Foreman, the young George Foreman's attitude. But his style wasn't as great, in my opinion. Now, after he was humbled by Muhammad Ali in an absolute classic of a fight, Rumble in the Jungle. Of course, Foreman went away for some years. Five broke it down for us. Reinvented himself. Came back at the age of 40 plus to regain the heavyweight championship. Another memorable moment of him two-piecing Michael Moore and getting him out of there. Now, the style of George Foreman in his elder years showed his greatness, how he was able to reinvent his boxing style. His defense all of a sudden became refined. He wasn't open for easy counterpunches as he was in his younger years. His stamina or his output was more selective than it was when he was the young George Foreman. So I love the attitude of the young George, but the style of the old George was definitely a testament um, to the greatness of who George Foreman was. Major flowers. We have to put, of course, respect on the fact that he was a great entrepreneur. A great entrepreneur with the Foreman grills. He was a great charismatic speaker, showing bringing a charisma and an added personality, boxing personality to the HBO telecast. Yeah, George Foreman deserves a statue. That ain't no lie. George Foreman deserves a sports complex in his name. George Foreman deserves a freeway, expressway renamed after him. The George Foreman Freeway. I know Houston got plenty of freeways and interstates they can definitely rename.
Oh, fella. You cooking, my boy, you cooking.
So this definitely ain't no reach. We looking at a old school legendary resume. 81 fights, 76 of those wins, only 5 losses, 68 KOs. Yeah, that's goated. That's goated. Rest in power to the great Big George Foreman.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's a couple people that came in. Salute to Joe Townsend. Salute to Bruce Gass. Whenever we talk about old school boxers, he gonna pop up. Who else did I miss? Dirt Gang Boss. Salute Dirt Gang Boss. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me make sure. I said Joe Townsend, right? Yeah. Just salute, Joe. Eric Jordan. Yes, sir. All right. I think I got everybody. Yeah, man. He was in probably, even though I wasn't alive, one of my favorite fights ever with the Rumble in the Jungle with Muhammad Ali. After that fight, that actually wasn't the fight he left. After he fought Jimmy Young after Ali, and then he retired. He lost to Jimmy Young. Jimmy Young actually put on a master class. Jimmy Young, very underrated too. Never got a title, but very underrated. And that after that loss, George left, and then he went into the church, like the brothers was talking about. And he had money problems, just like 503 said. That he also ran a church, and it costs money to keep them lights on in the church and stuff like that. So, and like he said, he got mismanaged with the money, like Bob was saying. So he had to come back. And just like Steele's talked about the two-piece, the infamous two-piece that knocked out Michael Moore, he became the oldest man, I believe, still got that record at 45 years old to win the weight title. I think he still got that record. I don't think nobody, if had somebody please correct me. lot of respect and credit to him. He came back, revamped. Not only that, he actually worked. The person that worked his corner is one of the people that helped him get his first loss with Angelo Dundee. So there's a lot of stuff that they took from these Rocky series from these real boxers. If you think about it, Clubber Lang, allegedly, even though we don't see it in the movie, he turns his life over to God after he loses to Rocky. A lot of people don't know that unless you read the fandom page of Rocky. So, and then, you know, even though Angelo Dundee wasn't a boxer, somebody that was on the opposing side that helped give him his first loss, like I said, Angelo Dundee helped him when he revamped himself and came back. I don't want to talk about the boxing side and the Olympic. Don't matter. Salute, Jose Diaz. Salute, champ. What's good, Primo? I want to talk about the commentary side. I loved George Foreman as a kid on HBO. I remember one episode where he had the son, Larry Merchant. He had the son, Larry Merchant, because Larry Merchant came at him crooked. Larry Merchant was saying, George, you're talking about a guy that knocked everybody out his first 15 fights. I forgot what boxer they was talking about. And he ended up going the distance, because usually that boxer, it could have been Tyson, it could have been Roy, you know what I mean? He said he knocked everybody out. George paused for a second, came back to Larry Merchant, he said, I had 30. Like, bro, you talk about him having only 15 knockouts before he went the distance. I had 30. You know what I mean? See, that's the difference between being in the ring and somebody just talking. That's what I loved about that exchange. I don't remember what fight it was, but he called that fight and he told him about himself. So I like George, how he could keep it classy but still get his point across. And I was kind of mad when he left HBO, but it wasn't for no good reason, because him leaving, and just like Five brought up, him starting up the Foreman Grill. I remember as a real little kid, I had a Foreman Grill. My mom had one anyway. And it was like the biggest thing. I think everybody, like all over the world, had the Foreman Grill. And it was a very good idea, you know, like a mini grill that you could, you know, fry anything on. And it was pretty dope, man. It was pretty dope. Peace be upon Big George Foreman. He won't be forgotten. Amateur wise, pro wise, and commentary wise. He had a lot of. Dirt Gang Boy said, I still got one. He said, I have two of them things. Jose Diaz said, yeah, man. So it was really sad we lost the legend. And George will never be forgotten. He definitely deserves them streets. Tay said my mom still has one. He won't be forgotten at all. So, you know, much respect to the OG George Foreman, and man, one of the hardest punchers, man. Probably one of the hardest heavyweight punchers ever. And Houston definitely had one with him. And hopefully they pay homage. And I wouldn't be surprised if that statue come real quick. Y'all should petition for that, Five. Just like we did with Hector Camacho in Harlem.
Hector Camacho got a statue in Harlem?
No, not a statue. He got a street where he grew up.
Okay, yeah.
East 115th in Lexington. His sister started it, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
yes, sir.
hopefully,
yes,
yeah, man. If I follow George social media handle. So hopefully one of his daughters or his kids get a petition going, and we're gonna tap in for sure.
Yes, sir. Just like that, we got good doctor in the house.
I'm a doctor.
Oh, and wait, before I come to you, salute to my brother, Underrated Darkness. Salute, Underrated Darkness. All right, go ahead, Kay. You got anything on Big George? Good, bad? Before we,
Um, but first and foremost, what's going on, chat? What's going on, fellas? How everybody doing this Saturday morning? Five just had to inform me that you guys was live. You know what I'm saying? Because I just came from killing my daughter, and I was telling Five, I said, periodically, you got to kill. Like if your kid is an athlete, you got to kill your damn kid to wipe that whole competitive spirit out of their body and replace competitiveness with dominance. You get what I'm saying?
yes, sir.
Because all kids go to practice and everybody's there to compete. But if your kid is putting in any extra work outside of that practice that they're damn looking at you as asking you as if you love them or not, that's when you're making a dominant figure. They're no longer there to compete. Anything they step on, they're gonna step on it with both feet, bro. So that's what you know what I'm saying. That's what I did this morning, and I worked her out to the brink of almost daggone fucking passing out. And I did, you know what I'm saying? I do that purposely because if I do that behind the scenes, the game becomes easy. And she's been practicing with boys, and she's gonna be playing on Red's damn team. So y'all keep y'all ears to the damn street. So when that comes up, know that damn Red has a damn dog that he might not be completely aware of what she's evolved into. You know what I'm saying? So when she shows up, she's gonna come to show out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm looking for. I can't wait to see join Red Team because I know you gonna get some footage.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You're gonna finally get footage. Red be two in the coaches, and I understand.
Most definitely. I'm gonna have footage. It's gonna be footage. It's gonna be always gonna be footage. And if it's a damn repetitive damn thing, y'all gonna see damn highlight reels. Y'all gonna see what y'all was seeing. The way I was representing with John Marshall basketball. Every other game, y'all was seeing me putting up clips if you kept up with my stories. You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, let's talk about Big George Foreman. Personally, I was not a fan of George. Like personally, you know what I'm saying? I thought he was, you know what I'm saying? He won a nigga that I would have kicked it with. You know what I'm saying? But as far as boxing, one of the most devastating punches in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because the man didn't just punch, the man mauled you. If the punch didn't land clean, you was gonna get hit and still get damn mollywopped. Because the man damn possessed damn worldly strength. It wasn't just about the punching power. It was about the physical strength that the man possessed. George Foreman was one of those guys that I appreciated more when he got older. Same thing like I did with Shannon and Cannon Briggs. I appreciated these guys when they got older because they knew they had power and they had boxing, you know what I'm saying, skills in their younger damn days. But George, he became a better boxer to me as he got older. The young George was known as Big George, and he was just damn, like I said, molly-whopping guys. Old George had patience. Old George had you know what I'm saying, had a precise jab. It might have been slow, but it wasn't as slow as Joe Joyce's. You know what I'm saying? But he would get it off, and it was all about timing.
You said it wasn't as slow as Joe Joyce.
You know what I'm saying? So, Big Old George, like I said, I became more of a fan of Old George in the ring because, like I said, he understood what he wasn't capable of doing anymore, and he tied himself to what he knew he still was able to do. He knew he could take punches, and he knew that X block. I recall seeing it, but to me, George was able to damn fire punches off that X block. He'll catch that cross block, catch punches, and then fire off something that you don't even see coming from somebody as slow.
Facts. Legendary shit, bro. We don't see that shit no more, bro.
Nah. So, rest in peace to them. You know what I'm saying? Big George Foreman. Like I said, personally, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know the man personally, but just them, just his character, I wasn't a fan of it. But in the ring, he wasn't nobody that you really wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? Because the man came in to damn do work. So, rest in peace to him, and everything that he did for boxing and what he has did when it comes to being a heavyweight in boxing, and the way he's the reason that we have certain archetypes in boxing right now. So, Shout out to Big George.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Underrated. I sent you an email if you want to come up real quick. We this ain't the topic, but I just had to pay homage to George, and yeah. So if you just want to say a couple words real quick, that's my bro, my New York brother. He live in Virginia now, Newport News, however you call it. He over there. I sent you that. If you want to jump on real quick, give your words on George, and then we gonna move on. All right, there you go. What's good, fam?
I'm good. How's everybody in the chat and the panel doing? Peace to y'all and your families.
Very yes, sir. Got some words on George.
I think the one thing is to me is deep was that I became a George Foreman fan. I said in my pre-teens. I like what George Foreman fought in Mexico when he was Olympian, when he fought Mexico City in the Olympics in 1968 when he beat the Russian. But as you know me for a long time, certain things political doesn't sound right to me. Didn't look right to me when George Foreman had the flag and he was waving. I'm talking about the young George Foreman, the late great young George Foreman. He waved the flag. That bothered me some. And because you know with the condition of USA, how they still treat us as a people. And so now we speed up like in 74 as a young boy. And you know, I wasn't ready. You know, I said when they said Ali Boubaye and stuff like that, you know, Ali was for the people. And I felt George Foreman was not for the people. You waving that flag, that flag was killing us. So as a young boy, when George Foreman lost, I was happy because I said you with the system that killed us. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't hate him and stuff, but I was happy. But along the years, with George Foreman, when he started like doing more for the people and he became an entrepreneur, I had a great respect for him. And he became one of the best commentaries too in boxing. I feel that he's very underrated. And the shift that the brother was talking about, he got that from the late great Archie Moore. And it goes to
the crab shell defense.
Yeah, he got that.
Yep. You're right about that. Yep.
And so,
look at underrated showing that boxing knowledge. I'm proud. Look at my bro right there, man. Go ahead, OG. Talk your stuff.
So you know, when I see that, you know, day of the years when he's fighting, it brought me so proud. It reminded me a lot about Archie Moore. And time to time they was together when they won the heavyweight champion when he beat the late great Joe Frazier. And and for me it's that when I looked, I said, you know how people play funny, he fake, but when they hit the, you know, when George Foreman got, you know what I'm saying, like what? Nah, it can't be. No, it can't be. This is what I'm saying to myself, it can't be. So I checked it out. And I was going to put on the underrated music, underrated boxing talk. I said, nah, I just want. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do mine at 11:35 in a few minutes. But I just want to come here to pay tribute to George Foreman and to everybody in your channel and stuff. And it's a great loss to our community. Because he stepped up and served our community. I mean, he served around the world. I'm not saying that he didn't. But he served our community, and excellent boxing commentator to me. I tell you, he's very underrated, and great father, you know, great husband and stuff, and took care of his family. And anybody could say he won, you know, he always was there. And I remember when Muhammad Ali passed and everything. I see the side George Foreman that we never seen before. It's not like Muhammad Ali was just a best friend. He was his brother. And along the way, when George Foreman was going into depression when he lost Muhammad Ali, a lot of people don't know Muhammad Ali on the sideline was helping him, and then they helped each other. And it was very rare in boxing. You rarely see that they had the utmost respect. And he said throughout the years he learned a lot about Muhammad Ali, and also he learned about himself. And a strong black man. We lost another strong black man, full of masculinity. He never let boxing be. I don't want to be just a fighter. I want to be an entrepreneur, and he did that for a long time till he died. And it goes to show that, and people will say in boxing, oh you that's all you know. No. We look at George Foreman, and he became a minister. He always believed in God and stuff like that, and spiritual man. And for me personally, it's a big loss. This one hurts, because I actually see the transformation of George Foreman. You hear what I'm saying? For me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, you was around with all of that.
Yeah, this one hurts. So when I do my live in a few minutes, I put the link in the chat. Y'all want to come through? Feel more than welcome. Panel and stuff. But this one hurts. So, and I'm really like shaking my head now, like, and so I hope y'all, the boxing heads, as you have on here, let's keep on remembering George Foreman, because it's going to be so stupid it's going to be happening. And they need to get put in check today. And I will go put him in check today. So I'm letting you know, first of January, if I see something stupid, you'll talk about late great George Foreman, I'm getting you. I'm letting you know right now. Even on my channel, you acting stupid, I'm getting you. Because this the man had lived his life. When he needs to be respected.
Yes, sir.
That's what I want to say, bro. Thank you. I didn't mean to take all your time.
Nah. You had to get that off. Like I said, you was there. Appreciate you coming on, man. Usually I come over there and rock out, so that was good that you came over here and rocked out, man. Appreciate you, man. And y'all make sure y'all go sub to my brother, man. If y'all want to hear, all different type of conversations, go sub to my brother, Underrated Darkness. I'll catch you, OG. I'll catch you. I'll hit you up.
Yeah, definitely. I gotta get ready for my thing, because I'm gonna do a special George Foreman too. So I gotta get myself ready, get my emotions. But I just want to let y'all know, y'all keep up the good work, please. I say George Foreman needs to be respected, and I appreciate what your brothers is saying on a panel. He needs to be respected, because we losing our elders right now. I'm talking about boxing. We losing our elders. There's hardly no elders no more in boxing. So we gotta hold on as much as we can.
Yes, sir.
So I thank y'all, man. I love you, Harlem fan. I love everybody. Y'all keep up the good work. Let me get ready for mine, because I gotta get ready. Mine starts at 11:35. So I gotta get ready.
All right, bro.
But I'll be listening though. Don't worry about it.
All right, bro. Yeah, man. So, salute Eric Jordan. Appreciate you in that cash app. So real quick, Tierra Brown won. I just want to go around, y'all give y'all comments real quick, and then we're gonna start this what if series. I want to come to KG first. I want to come to the good doctor. Let's go down the line. KG 503, and then still.
I'm mad I didn't see the fight.
Yeah, I had to rewatch it.
But I had the gut feeling that Tierra Brown was gonna, was gonna win this fight, because I think I praised Scott Nichols too much for her jab, and nothing else. And Tierra Brown possesses everything else. You know what I'm saying? She got the dog in her. The lady, you know what I'm saying? I know you saw it, Ack, so you saw that she came to fight.
Yes.
And she ain't just come to, I'm gonna ask you this real quick. In your opinion, were the cards that close, or did Tierra win more rounds?
Me personally, I thought Tiara won a little bit more decisive than
Okay.
that. Just a little bit more decisive because Scott Nichols wasn't really doing anything. But I'll talk about that when it
Yeah,
comes to
because I only say that because when I was seeing the results being called out, the look on Scott Nichols' face, I didn't see winner there. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? And this is without me seeing the fight. I looked at her face, and I'm looking at Tierra, and I can see that she was in a fight, but I can see confidence on her face. You know what I'm saying? That, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I got this. But Sky didn't look as confident when I was looking at her. She just had that. It wasn't a Karen face. It was like the Karen face after she found out that she was wrong, and she got to swallow that pill. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the look that I saw on Sky. And then I heard the result, and I said, "Oh shit!" It was almost like the video that Fi used to play. I told y'all niggas. I told y'all niggas. No, because Tierra came in that motherfucker, and she came to put work in, bro. And you can't damn discredit her record. Sky only has 1 knockout. This lady has 11. That's 100%. You know what I'm saying? So, she was gonna have to deal with something. So, but no, shout out to Tierra Brown for going out there putting work in. And you know they're gonna try to put the fuck to her and try to make her spin the block and do a rematch again because Eddie ain't gonna be too nice with his baby losing her shit.
Yeah, word. He should be like that. Shoot, he gonna have to put that work in too. After that loss, because she went back walking back a little sad. I have to buy her a range, something. But that's all you got, K.
Yeah, that's all I got. Because like I said, I didn't see the fight, and I'm gonna end up going to see the fight. But yeah, if I had seen it, I would actually give you technical breakdowns as to what I saw, but I can't.
Yes, sir. 503. Did you get to watch it?
Yeah, I had to go back and rewatch it, man. I didn't wake up in time enough to actually see it, bro.
Yeah, I had to go back too. Me too. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, Red sent the link out and everything. But I had to go back and rewatch it. I liked it. I like the fact that Tiara stayed in Sky's chest. She fought this fight at a close range. Well, I kind of think like she took away Sky's jab, and with her, she's so she's so rhythm based. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sky has a great rhythm, but everything is like boom, bop, bam. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got to go jab, right hand hook. You know what I'm saying? Everything kind of works off the jab with her. And I think Tierra kind of slowed her down, with the distance in the fight. And honestly, bro, I think them scorecards was crazy, but me and Odd and Red, we talked about this yesterday on the Beltway. I kind of figured, bro. I kind of figured that the scorecards, right, were gonna be off. I said split decision. And man, if we was in a fight pool this week, man, I feel like I would have got double points for that. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Tierra, man. This been a long time coming for her. I know a lot of people did not know about Tierra. You
I
know,
did because of Kano. You know, that's the only reason why I went for her. I didn't pick on the thing, but I only went for her because of
yeah,
Kano.
she from Florida. Even though she moved to DC and stuff, but yeah, she originally from Florida, came up in the Florida amateur system and stuff like that. So
Yeah, Kano been knew her. I remember Kano interviewing her. That's where I first heard about her.
She
right,
started following me because of Kano. So when she started following me, I didn't know who she was, and then I started following her, and I started keeping up with her from there.
right, man. So this like how we was just speaking on Big George, man. Boxing is one of those sports, man, where you can literally well, everybody ain't gonna be a Big George or Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? Had this great amateur career, gold medal and stuff like that. But like with Tierra, man, you know, she was winning golden gloves and amateur championships and stuff like that. But she didn't have like a Clarissa Shields type career, you know what I'm saying, or you know, a Baumgartner or Serrano. Like she really had to like really get it out the mud and start like on them local level productions and stuff like that, fighting in DC, fighting on OTX, you know what I'm saying? So she really like worked her way up, bro. She really worked her way up, you feel me? So salute to her, man. And you know, she got a great story, man. A great story. Great story. You know what I'm saying? I think people really need to give Tierra her flowers, man. This was a great win. You know what I'm saying? And when they do run it back, it needs to be somewhere in America. Hopefully it be like in Florida. You know what? I think if Eddie is smart, this is what Eddie should do. And I'm gonna give Eddie some game. You got a great Florida fighter that's in Central Florida right now, Amari Jones, bronze medalist. You need to sign Tierra Brown, and you need to have Tierra Brown and Amari Jones on the same card. That's what you should do. Go back to Florida, you know what I'm saying, and do the rematch in Florida with Sky. And I feel like that's only right, bro. Don't do this. Don't do this Devin Haney bullshit. Having this girl go back to Australia twice. We just seen them damn to try to rob her, bro. I don't want to see Tiara go back to Australia, man. The rematch needs to be in America.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Steels.
Salute to Tierra Brown. You know what I mean? I didn't get to see the whole fight, of course, due to the timing of it, but it pretty much played out as expected. I pretty much predicted that Sky Nicholson wouldn't be able to handle all the way the educated pressure of Tierra Brown. The jab wasn't going to be enough, and Tierra Brown has plenty of tools to neutralize the jab, cut off the ring, and she definitely executed that in this fight, and she was more than deserving of winning that belt. You know what I mean? So to be short-winded, salute to her.
Yeah, man. Real quick. Sky Nicholson wasn't throwing any punches. She would get hit with something, then she would hold Tiara. Shout out to Tiara for keeping her patience and keeping her composure the whole time. And salute to Shower. Sorry, Shower. And I kind of knew it was spelling a little bit of disaster for Sky, because she would probably get off 1 or 2 punches, didn't land cleanly, but then Tiara will come back, and just like Steele said, with the educated pressure, only response Sky Nicholson would have for that is clinch and hold. She didn't have any other answers to negate that. So I thought Tiara Brown should have won unanimously on the cards. I picked her only because, like I said, I ain't say it on the show, but I picked her only because I might have said it on Kano's show because of Kano always bringing it up, and I remember her being on Kano's channel, and I remember her being on BFTB's channel. And like KG said, she started following me, I think, on Instagram because of Kano. And yeah, man, she's real cool, real down to earth, and I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. She believed in herself. I was feeling her energy the whole build up. She said these fans can't fight for you, and neither can Eddie too. Eddie Hearn looked like he wanted to bust out laughing. I gotta shout out Eddie because I would have laughed. I would have laughed, bro. Eddie was trying his hard. He did a good job because it looked like he wanted to bust out laughing, but he didn't. You know what I mean? When she was saying that. So she's just, she pressured her to me mentally and physically in the fight. And it worked. And if they do rematch, I agree with whichever one of the bros said, run that joint in America. I think it was 5. Bring it back to Florida. Why not? And like 5 said, have Amari Brown cause he be bringing them out. You know what I mean? He probably got a big family.
Amari Jones, Aki, get it right.
I'm sorry, Amari Jones, my bad. Amari Jones. You know what I mean? Bring him, bring the homie, you know what I mean, there. And yeah, that'd be a nice little card. And other Florida fighters or people that's fighting over there in Florida, I think that'd be dope. But yeah, man, let's get into this what if series, man. Shout out to Steels. Steels was the mad scientist behind this. I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I mean? I ain't really have it in me, but Steels is the one. You know what I'm saying? That encouraged this. Came up with the questions and everything. So shout out to the mad scientist.
How good these questions are. You know what I mean? If they engage a lot of discussion in the chat and some good arguments and discussion between us on the panel. But yeah. Without further ado, what if Dana White succeeds? What will boxing look like in 2026?
503. You could go. Let you have it first.
Oh man, he came to the 6 in 2026, man. What if Dana White succeeds? What does boxing look like in 2026? Oh man, simple. Well, mad scientist, you a creator. You have a great architect design. You know what I'm saying? In your mind, and I think that's what Dana White wants to create. If Dana White is successful and succeeds, by this time next year, boxing will be ran like a corporation. Boxing will be ran like a Fortune 500 company. Boxing will look like the UFC. Boxing will look like the NFL. Boxing will look like the NBA. It will be ran and sanctioned like a corporation. Boxing has always been a wild, wild west. Boxing is one of those sports that does not have proper structure. It does not have a proper system to control the fighters or control the management or control the promotion. If Dana White is successful, he will be able to muzzle boxers and promoters and managers. It will look very, very UFC-ish. You know what I'm saying? We will have a lot of resistance and backlash from said fighters and promoters. Just like you're seeing right now, we're seeing Eddie Hearn talk his talk. We see Oscar talking his talk. We see guys in the media, guys like ourselves talking about it. We see the fighters talking about it. Yeah, man. I think if Dana White does succeed, man, it would definitely be ran with an iron fist, man. It'll be a corporation. And of course, man, you know, in a corporation, certain people are gonna be able to get away with certain things. I don't know who said boxers will be, but he got to succeed first. And I think in the main thing with him and TKO, they don't have any talent. They don't have any fighters. Who is signing to TKO? Don't worry, I will wait. That's all I got.
Okay, before
Okay.
before we keep it going real quick, Joe Townsend. I'm not talking about that Omari Jones, not Dev Omari Jones. It's two Omari Joneses. One from the Bay Area, from the east side of the Bay Area. You're not talking about Dev Omari Jones. We're talking about Olympian Omari Jones, bronze medalist. He's from Orlando. It's two of them, champ. It's two of them. Just letting you know. Steels, man. What you got on this?
Dana White succeeds. What does boxing look like in 2026? I believe it looks somewhat similar as it does today, with the exception of there'll be a league within the wild, wild west of boxing. I don't think Dana and Turkey have enough clout to civilize the wild, wild west. They might be able to civilize a piece of it with this league, but they won't be able to civilize the whole boxing landscape. Especially with the pay grades and the pay purses that they're proposing to these fighters, which leads me to believe that this is going to take time. It's going to take a longer time than changing over the landscape of boxing within a year in 2026. What I believe they're going to do, of course, is build their own brand and build their own fighters within that brand. You utilize a proven format the UFC is used with the Contenders, or not the Contender series, but the Ultimate Fighter series. Bring that over to boxing to create in-house, somewhat TKO made champion. They have the infrastructure to produce these type of productions and shows. Ultimate Fighter turns into a TKO Contender, boxing / reality TV show. We know how well reality TV does within the Western markets. We know that's definitely one of the ways to engage the younger fan base. So Dana White and Turkey's plan, I think, will take a little bit more time to permeate into the boxing landscape before they, I think, officially civilize it. But once again, the land of plane, I think it somewhat looks the same.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good doctor, man. What you think? How will look with Dana White?
If Dana White succeeds, I don't think Turk and Dana White is going to have to, try to stabilize the wild, the Wild West of boxing. I think the fighters that they bring in are going to do that. I see this as an approach to look at it the way we kind of trying to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because we got the big fighters like the Buds, the EJs of, you know what I'm saying, when we was talking about the Charlos, you know what I'm saying, the Wilders. You remember how we talk big like that? And our fella used to bring up the cruiserweights, and everybody was like, who the fuck are these guys? And then we start talking about the up-and-comer guys like the Abdullah Masons when nobody knew who he was. You know what I'm saying? Guys, like, we started looking back. What if damn Dana White, if he succeeds, this is a damn opportunity to take a generation of fighters that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I've received information from, you know what I'm saying, different sources looking for fighters to send to TKO. You know what I'm saying? And they're looking for guys, not guys that are 10 plus fights, guys with maybe 5 fights at the most. They're looking for guys, you know what I'm saying, and closely to 100%, you know what I'm saying, win ratio. So if they take these guys and do what Dana White has done with the UFC, with the, you know what I'm saying, with the scheduling of these fighters will end up fighting 3 to 4 times a year. Say they get to the point that they're making that 750. So 750 times 4, they're doing the math. Then they're getting this belt, they're representing while the Wild West is still being ran the way they're ran. And your favorite fighter is only fighting maybe once or twice a year. This kid is getting conditioned over here, so when it comes time for him to cross paths with your favorite fighter, this kid is more disciplined. They're going to minimize the Deserto Ramirez and Carmel Maltons when they're coming in 15 pounds heavy, showing up. You know what I'm saying? They're going to minimize that because these fighters are going to be forced to fight in their actual weight class, because there's no way possible for them to cut weight 4 times in a year at a weight class that they're struggling to get to. So these guys are going to be forced to have to fight at their proper weight class.
Another question: what are they gonna implement the UFC style weight classes?
No. I don't think they'll change the weight classes. I think they'll keep the weight classes. But your favorite fighter that we can visibly see struggling to make maybe 30 or 35 is now fighting at fucking 47 because he has no choice, because he can't cut that weight 4 times in 1 year to get to that point without death. So if in success, it's going to make a lot of fighters that are going to have to shit or get off the pot. You know what I'm saying? So they're breeding a different branch of fighters, a different generation of fighters. You see, the target is not really the damn top names. That's why today I think the purses are what they are. These guys with five plus, you know what I'm saying, maybe 3 fights, 5 fights at the most. Ack, what are they making in the ring? They're not making damn 5 figures.
Not no 4 rounders. They ain't
exactly. You see what I'm saying? So and now if I'm coming in and I'm offering you 50 or whatever, like I said, because I've seen the purse list, and then once I get a belt and I'm representing, I'm still under 10 fights. And I'm making over $100,000 for a fight. This is the damn era where everybody's trying to make millions, but at the same time, nobody wants to put the work in. So if it succeeds, Dana's them grooming a class of fighters that's going to be, you know what I'm saying, workload. And when they finally hit that damn payday, they really gonna blow up because they've been groomed. They look, you know what they're gonna be? They're gonna be the band. That's who they're gonna be. They're gonna be them walk to the damn juniors to get cheesecake. They're gonna be performing and practicing. It's gonna be the reason. Look, it's gonna be like the verses. It's gonna be why the Locks beat Dipset because how conditioned they were. The Locks were conditioned to perform. That's why they were remembering every damn thing. They were, and you had Dipset, Fly. Everybody knew who they was, but that's your favorite fighter. We know who he is. We know how he gets down. But the Locks them outshined them because of their work ethic. So if he succeeds, I think he's going to breed a whole class of fighters that are going to have a different work ethic. And that's in succession. But if he fails, then hey, he's just going to drag him. You know what I'm saying?
TKO has reported, KG, that they want to bring back 8 or 9 divisions.
You said they want to bring back?
Just saying.
What you mean?
Like the regular divisions, like featherweight.
Yeah, so a UFC style of weight classes.
Mm-hmm. So they want to drop some divisions.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
basically want to get rid of all them in between.
But look, like I said, that grooms more disciplined fighters to have to fight at the proper weight.
Yeah, that's speaking on to what you were saying about that.
Okay, but yeah, that's my thoughts. Like I said, and this is if it's in succession. If he can, you know what I'm saying, if he succeeds, that's what I see. I think that's what the premise behind this is, and that damn small batch will end up taming the Wild Wild West, where Dana and Turk won't have to. The fighters will do it for them.
I'm in agreement with what KG was saying. You see how a lot of boxers, shout out to Keith Carlone. I remember him saying, like, yeah, I don't see Turkey doing nothing for the prospects. Here you go right here. Just like what KG was just alluding to.
And I'll say this, man. I don't want to say too much, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not my place to say. But I've been talking to some people behind the scenes, man. Don't be surprised, man, if TKO goes crazy with the prospects. With a lot of guys that's not getting per se recognition. Talented, skilled, but they not getting, you know what I'm saying, those calls. So, for example, a guy like Michael Angeletti, right? He would be perfect for the TKO. You know what I'm saying? Guys like him, I think they gonna put together something crazy with the prospects, with the up and coming contenders.
Yes, sir. God damn, 5 cut me right off. I'm getting ready to cook. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to cook. Get my spill. Well,
yeah, nigga, that's payback, nigga. I owe you like 1 million more times, nigga.
Yeah, man. But real quick, I think that fills that void, and removes that pollution that Kano be talking about. Oh, what about the prospects, Ack? What about the women? Exactly, Ack. That removes that pollution right there when it comes to prospects, because I think that's what they shooting for. And I also agree with what Steels is saying as far as I think that would be good if they could make it like a reality show out of it, kind of like the Contender. Because I remember when the Contender series was going on, I didn't even have Epics. But guess what? I ordered it because I didn't have Verizon as far as my cable company then. This is before I had a Fire Stick. I had Optimum because in New York and Jersey, we got Optimum. And It didn't come. You had that was one of those channels you had to buy separately. Like it didn't come with that. So I had to buy Epics, and yeah, man, I will watch the Contender series. And I think, like Steele said, that's a good idea. Now, I did watch a video where Turkey Al Sheikh said a lot of things is coming, but it not just for TKO promotion. He talked about he's gonna have movies come out. He talked about how he's gonna have boxing shows come out. I don't like series and stuff like that. He talked about a video game. You know what I mean? The possibilities is endless with Turkey. And I just see this being a good thing for the prospects. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a good thing for the prospects. I hope the TKO promotion focuses more on the prospect, because let's keep it real. All the contenders and up and coming dudes in line for a championship fight, I don't see them being in line with trying to work with Dana White. They gonna smell themselves. They know what Dana does with the fighters over there, and I already could tell you a lot of people don't like how they get paid over there. You know what I mean? I'm talking about from the outside looking in, how the MMA fighters get paid. I think it's terrible too, but that's a whole nother story for another day. And I feel as though they're going to have to grab the prospects, and they're going to have to focus on the up and coming fighters to get that exposure. Just like 503 said, Michael Angeletti. I don't think Carmel Moten, I would like to see Carmel Moten on there, but I don't see him because of him being with Floyd. Even though Floyd is cool with Dana White, and he said he like how Dana White does business, I don't see Floyd letting him go over there, because I feel like you're gonna have to be locked in with Dana White to stay over there. So I think this is a great thing for the prospects, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. And I think they should make a series out of it. I think our fella was on point with that. They should make it like a Contender series. That would be fire. I don't know those Steels if how they would do it though, because Dana White is trying to have a couple of weight classes, and if you remember in the Contender, they only focused on middleweights. They only focused basically on one weight class.
No, but the UFC UFC fighter reality show, they did different weight classes.
Oh, they did? Okay.
That depend on, like, when they always predicated it off of a pay-per-view that they had, and that's how they introduced the new guy. The new guy with that
I never watched.
Yeah,
okay.
and
you have to. Yeah. You also got to remember, they are about to embark on a deal with Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I heard they contract about to be up with ESPN too. But see, they getting the better end out of the deal,
because they get series and they getting paid up front. So that means the fighters are guaranteed to get paid. Guaranteed. Because Netflix pays up front.
So this is how you build in-house stars. They already got the infrastructure, first and foremost. Now they're about to embark on a major deal with a platform that has the eyes and viewerships of many. So, yeah, things are definitely looking up for these prospects and up-and-coming fighters.
Yeah, if they do that, I would like. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Out of all the prospects, it's crazy because I don't know if my brother know, but all my older sisters know who Carmel Moten is. I don't know why and how. My older sister Missy Carmel Moten. Like, when he fighting again? The boy that's made. At first, I was like, "You not?" Tank's like, "Nah, I know Tank ain't with the other one." Everybody know Carmel Moulton, so I don't know if they could get, but I think that would be a good look if they could get him over there. But it got to be people that's prospects, not dudes that's in line to right there to be contenders and ranked and all of that. I think it should be straight for contenders. That's my only ask. Like, get it for
That's
people.
what the show is for. That's what the
Yeah,
reality TV
yeah,
show is for. They're gonna build these guys. We're gonna see
yeah,
their
yeah, yeah.
personalities up front and personal. Whereas in the old boxing guard, we don't see that.
That's a fact. That's a
We only
fact.
see that maybe in the at the top end when these guys are legitimate stars doing 24/7s.
Yes, sir.
But I digress.
Yes, sir. Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next question. Steels had. What if the belts get devalued? Steels, I think you should go first.
This question is in lieu of course, Big Turk, Dana White, and Khan with the whole TKO league. And of course, first impressions, when they announced this whole league and this merger between these characters, it really did shake up the boxing industry. But that shakeup is now turned into a little bit of backlash when the leaked reports of the fight purses were announced. However, we do know that one of Big Turk's visions is to, of course, solidify their own belt within the TKO league system. We do know that TKO is not gonna necessarily recognize these other sanctioner bodies. They are trying to produce their own league belt. Will they adopt the Ring magazine as their ranking system? Probably not, because they're going to, of course, produce their own fighters and sign their own fighters within the league. So they'll be producing their own ranking system. So with that being said, when this league is implemented and it's running, will these other belts be coveted? The WBC, the WBO, WBA, the IBF? Or will we be seeing a gravitation to a TKO / ring belt? In my opinion, the way it's looking like with this whole prospect theory, a lot of us are kind of going with, I think it breathes a little bit of space for these other sanctioner bodies right now. WBC is, as much as fuck shit they've been involved in. Mauricio Suleiman he's done a decent job of keeping that sanctioner body as kind of the status quo or the marquee brand of boxing championships. The look of the belt, the prestige of the belt, the great boxers that have held the belt. WBC is actively somewhat innovative with forwarding of boxing. So I think there's still some space for them to live within this, once again, this wild, wild west that some of us might think that eventually might get civilized by this TKO boxing. I think there's just a little bit too much history and legacy behind that belt for it to just be overtaken and swallowed up by this new entity. Possibly, we might see the death of sanctioner bodies, the older sanctioner body like the WBA. I won't be sad to see them go. So many times they've lied to us with regards to getting rid of their Reggie belt, which we've have to take credit of making that distinction that no, it's not the regular belt, it's the Reggie belt. But so many times they've said, yeah, we're getting rid of the Reggie belt, but it's right back in our face. So many times you look at their ranking systems from top to bottom, from minimum weight, straw weight, all the way up to heavyweight, and we can't understand how these rankings come about, who these fighters are that populate their ranking systems. So if the WBA gets swallowed up, no TD Jakes. If they get swallowed up, I won't be sad. If the IBF gets put to the curb, I won't be sad. Because one of their strengths is, yes, they enforce their mandatories, but one of their, I think, Achilles heels, one of their criticisms, I think, is that how do they come about their rankings? A lot of these guys, it seems like, in all honesty, this American-based sanctioner body is living in Germany. They disregard great North American fighters within their ranking system, and opposed to the Euros that are being placed in envelopes over there in places like Germany and France, obscure places like Belgium. Yeah. IBF, I won't be sad to see them go if the TKO has their way. But the WBC, nah, I think they got some a space for them to breathe as we see they're involved with the boxing Grand Prix, which is another tournament that's Big Turk and Riyadh season are involved in for the propagation and the cultivation of new boxing stars and boxing prospects. Will this be utilized as a farm league, a farm tournament system, a collegiate system for the TKO league to pick of the litter? I think the WBC has their place. I don't know about the rest of the other three. No regards really for the WBO. They do have some a new president. It seems like he's trying to stand on business, but out of all of the other three I've described, they have the least amount of legacy and credibility. But that's my take.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. KG.
I'm gonna be short. Um, I understand the history behind the sanctioning bodies, but we're in a damn new era now where the kids are worrying about the money that they're making and what they got to kick back out. And a lot of them are saying, I'm paying sanctioning fees for what? I'm representing y'all belt. I understand the historical value behind this, but why am I paying y'all? Like, what are y'all doing that's different? What are y'all doing that's reinventing boxing? What are y'all giving back? You know what I'm saying? WBC, they might give us a belt every Juneteenth for Cinco de Mayo or some shit like that, but at the same time, that's some shit y'all decided to do. Like what are y'all really doing for boxing? You know what I'm saying? Will y'all in the future be more transparent with how y'all are doing y'all rankings and the testings and the 10-pound rehydrations and you know what I'm saying? The expiration dates on when I gotta make, you know what I'm saying, decide when I'm gonna fight again, and who they stripped and who they boost, you know what I'm saying, all this stuff like that. So the kids are like, bro, what are y'all doing? And we paying y'all. So what are we paying for? I can see them saying, no, what, fuck them belts, all of them. You know what I'm saying? And they'll ride with a Turk belt, and that will prevail because those kids are looking at it through that lens. So now if we have like platforms or outlets that are constantly, you know what I'm saying, speaking the history of boxing, then maybe they may appreciate the history and they may hold on to it due to that significance. But if they are looking at, why are we paying you? I already pay my trainer, I pay my nutritionist, I pay these people, and they're actually doing something for me. What are y'all doing for me? I'm just representing y'all because of the historical value. But what are y'all doing for us? So a lot of these kids, they're not willing to pay it because of that. They don't want to pay that shit. So if those belts get absorbed and done away with, and is one belt represent, you know what I'm saying, do the representation, we're going to find out who's really them, you know what I'm saying, looking to be competitive, who's looking to them actually be at the pinnacle of it all. So they can't be devalued because of that, because of, you know what I'm saying, the current era that we're in. There's not a lot of history in boxing, and there's a lot of them clout and a lot of money. That's what, you know what I'm saying, that's what they're chasing. The belts is just to say, hey, nigga, I'm better than you. But then you got the counter to that. You got the guy to say, oh, well, I still make more money than you. So, like I said, it's not really about the representation of these belts anymore. So they may be devalued on their own, whether Turk, you know what I'm saying, steps in and tries to do a one belt thing either way. But that's what I got.
Yes, sir. And real quick, salute to Shaquilla Fields. And salute to my bro Rob Neal. 503, it's on you, bro.
What if the belts get devalued? Well, it's another good question. Listen, our fella broke it down from a logistics and a historical standpoint. KG gave you the spiel of modern day time. Me myself personally, I'm gonna try to land somewhere in the middle of what the big bros was saying. It's like this, bro. And Ack, you a boxer. When you are coming up in the amateurs, right? You see that belt, the title, right? You're the champion, or you the regional Golden Gloves champion, or you the world amateur champion. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this guy, he won 17 national Golden Glove champion. You know, the champion means that you were the best in your division or your region or whatever the case may be, right? And then it translate from the amateurs to the pros. So these fighters come into boxing trying to get to said championship, right? And it's always been that way. We just talked about George Foreman and what he did, right? Outstanding amateur gold medalist, heavyweight champion. That's what real and OG traditional boxers throw, as they like to say now, a throwback fighter. That's what they try to do. But now, in this era of the 2020s, we in 2025, going into the 2030s, like a half decade in, right? These boxers of today, bro, they devalue the belts they self, and I think KG hit it right on the head, bro. Pause. Look at a guy like Ryan Garcia. He went on national TV, the biggest platform in ESPN, the worldwide leader of sports. And what does he say? Belts don't matter. So if Ryan Garcia, with a big social media presence, people are fans of Ryan Garcia, they like Ryan Garcia, if he says that and that trickles down to a amateur kid that's in California, or a amateur kid that's in Mexico, or amateur kid that's in Texas, or an amateur that's in New York, if that trickles down to them, the devaluing process has already started. You got a guy like Tank Davis. Everybody loves Tank, right? Belts don't matter. I don't want to be undisputed. I just want to get my money. I want to fight Jake Paul. When he says that shit, the devaluing of the belts has already started. How many undisputed champions we got in boxing now? It's only a handful, bro. We got Bivol, Clarissa, with Canelo trying to go for undisputed again. Usyk,
Bumgarner, with some
Bumgarner. You know what I'm saying? So we got maybe 5 to 6 maybe undisputed champions, bro. We got all these divisions, but a handful of undisputed champions. What does that tell you? The belts are already devaluing because these guys are not going after the belts no more, bro. They don't care about being undisputed. The fans don't hold them to that standard. We do. In the realm of the usual suspects, we do. But again, this is a global scale, right? The belts are already being devalued, bro. And it's not gonna listen. Everybody is trying to make this a Turk thing and a TKO thing, bro. This shit is already in house. It's y'all see, people love to blame the foreigner or the white man for their problems. But this shit has already been a problem in boxing. Right? Guys like Floyd. On one end, Floyd will tell you he beat all these champions and he did all this for his legacy. But Floyd Mayweather was never undisputed. Floyd Mayweather will tell you in a minute, fuck your belt, I'll drop your belt. I can't feed my kids with no belt. That problem was already an in-house problem. These fighters pick and choose when they want to value and devalue the belts. Don't blame Turkey Al Sheik that's seeing what y'all doing with the belts, and he want to make his own shit and bring value to his shit. And now y'all want to say, oh, well, Turkey is trying to erase history. He's trying to break the lineage. No, nigga, you niggas been destroying the history and breaking the lineage of it because you pick and choose when you want to value to be a champion. You niggas don't respect Devin Haney. You niggas didn't respect Deontay Wilder. When Wilder, his slogan, one face, one name, one champion. Y'all laughed at Deontay Wilder. Y'all shit on Deontay Wilder when he said that. Y'all didn't respect Usyk when he unified the heavyweight division in a 4-belt era. No, y'all didn't respect Crawford when Crawford was the first 2-time undisputed champion in the 4-belt era. Y'all didn't shit on y'all shitted on Clarissa Shields. Fucking the commission in Michigan suspended Clarissa Shields because she had trace amounts of marijuana in her system. So again, this is not a fucking Turk Al Sheik TKO problem, bro. This is a problem in our own backyard. And these boxers, these fans, these media outlets pick and choose when they want to value and devalue their own shit. And that's all I got, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do y'all believe in a parallel universe? But anyway, salute Mr. Jannar Hill. He says, salute Ack. The WBC has a Muay Thai belt. I saw it on IG. The WBC might be going into MMA. Wow. Yes, sir. So y'all heard all my brother's spills. Y'all gonna hear from Machiavelli.
Yo, the fans trail me, so my alias Machiavelli.
I got a completely different take than all my brothers. That's what I love about us. It's like the Ninja Turtles. Everybody's different. We all the same, but everybody different. I'm gonna come from a fighter standpoint. I do agree with Five. Some of the top boxers don't value the belts. I agree with what Kay said. I agree with most of what Steele said. But I look at it differently. You do want to be a champion. Yeah, we don't want to pay that 3% sanctioning fee. But if you want to keep the belt, it's part of the process. It's like taxes. I don't want to pay taxes. You know what I'm saying? But you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? So look at it this way. I hope the belts don't get devalued. And I hope they don't go away, because that's going to be a lot of less guys in the spotlight. Listen to what I'm saying. You got 1,000+ fighters in each division. 4 belts. That's more possibilities and more realms of you being able to get a title and you being able to be noticed. Think about all the fighters, even dudes that's in the top 15. You go to Michael Angeletti, you think he don't care about a belt? You go to Carmel Moulton, you think he don't care about a belt? Some of these fighters will not get known if it wasn't for these 4 belts. So no, I don't want the 4 belts to go away. I'm not gonna look at it from everybody else's point of view. I'm gonna look at it from all my brothers at arms that's fighting. I'm sorry. Keep them belts because that's more champions for dudes' lives to change. That's in the struggle. That's boxing right now. Some dude. That's the beautiful thing about the belt. Somebody could go from, you know what I mean, a 9 to 5 plus boxing, and one champion that's probably a full-time boxer get knocked off by accident, and you could become a world champion, and that could change your life forever. So I can't look at it from let's say a civilian standpoint. I gotta look at it from a fighter standpoint. Nah, man. Even though they do a lot of F stuff, the sanctioning bodies, I'll admit that, and there's a lot of corruption. You know what I mean? Just like I was just saying a few seconds ago, those belts could change dudes' lives. It could be a dude that you didn't even know about that bumped off a champion, like I said, that had an off night. And like I said, his life is changed forever because of one of those sanctioning bodies. And they don't give a good goddamn about paying the 3%. They think it's worth it because now, even if they lose, their name could be in the hat, former world champion, and now they compete for this belt and they could bump. You know, it's just one of those things. So me, I don't want to get rid of it. And if you guys was fighters too, chat and my bros on the panel, you wouldn't want the belts to go nowhere neither. Because honestly, that's how a lot of fighters get recognized. Think about all those fighters that ain't gonna get recognized unless one of those champions cherry pick. They'll never get an opportunity. I think about the fighters back in the day. And this is where I'm coming from. We talk about old fighters and stuff like that. I think about all the fighters from the Black Murderers Row that never got a shot. That was ranked top 5, top 10, Charlie Burley and the boys, and Kid Chocolate and all of them. That didn't get no shots. So yes, keep those belts around. I'm sorry. I got a complete different stance on that. Keep those belts around, and I hope they do not get devalued. Because if those belts could change an ordinary guy's life, because some of these dudes are struggling in the trap, in the trenches. You know what I mean? And that belt saved a lot of lives. A lot of old fighters will tell you that. I remember, oh man, I can't think of his name right now. But he had called Bernard Hopkins and the one that beat Shane Mosley. Why I can't think of him, from Atlanta? Give me his name, Steels.
Vernon Forrest.
Yeah, there you go. And yeah, man, he was in a situation like that. We could go to a recent fighter, Tank Davis. When he fought Pedraza, he was about to get evicted and everything. And that IBF title changed his life. And from there, it was up. So, like I said, I'm glad my brothers went first and they got to say what they say. And I'm glad I got to go to that parallel universe and tell y'all to look at it from a fighter's aspect. You know, everybody had great points, but I feel as though the belts need to stay around. We just maybe we gotta get new people in the organization running.
You're looking at it from the fighter standpoint more so from yesteryear. Look at these damn kids today and honestly answer that what you're saying.
Like I said, I brought up Carmel Moulton cares about a belt. Like I said, Carmel Moulton cares. Just because somebody
coming in 15 pounds over, that's caring about a belt.
I mean, yeah, but that's
think about it.
I mean,
that's
still,
what I'm saying. That's not the same mentality. That's not the same mentality.
It wasn't for a belt. It wasn't for.
It doesn't matter. It wasn't. It's not the discipline of a fighter of yesteryear being disciplined and saying, "Know what? I'm going to be ready for a fight every day of the week." This kid chose that they're going to fall off because of what he felt the blood daggone testing was off. Why are you worried about somebody else's job instead of doing your job? Be the fighter. That's what I'm saying. So it's not the same mentality.
I don't disagree with you on that, but I will say this: if he was competing for a belt,
Doesn't matter. You're
I would have
supposed to be
held his
ready.
feet to the fire more. I'm not going to knock him that one time. Everybody
I'm
makes mistakes.
no, Ack. You gonna tell me you're not gonna knock? You gonna let a fighter slide because he said, "Know what? They messed up the blood. I'm just going to stop training."
And not only that too, Ack.
Come on now.
And see, Ack, I love you, bro. You my brother. You know what I'm saying? And I say this with all respect, bro. You talking from a fighter's perspective, you know what I'm saying? And that's a great mechanism to have, because you have a whole different insight on it, right? But everybody else, you know what I'm saying, and this is the crowd, right? We all know boxing, we love boxing. KG is a trainer. We've been doing this shit for years. Everybody in the chat been around for years, bro. These fighters, if I'm just being completely honest, bro, you a fighter yourself, bro. You don't like, I'm not gonna say you in particular, but majority of your era, bro, of fighters, you know what I'm saying, of the 90s that's in boxing now, bro, majority of them dudes don't give a fuck about a belt, because once they get said belt, whether it's a interim belt or a Reggie belt, bro, and they get a little bit of clout, they get a little bit of fame, they get a little bit of money, bro, all that caring about a belt shit, they don't care about that shit no more, bro. Because guess what? They are on the main stage now. They in the algorithm. They decracked the matrix. They decoded the matrix, bro. Listen, bro. We can go down the history books, right? I ain't gonna even say the history books. We can goddamn me rewind the tape. Let's rewind the tape. Look at all the shit that didn't happen in 2025. Like Big Bro KG just said. Carmel Moultrie missed weight. Jaleel Hackett missed weight. Ain't he fighting for a Reggie belt, right? Kid Austin pulled out of a fight. Talking about he was sick. Like, bro, these fighters that once they get to where they need to get to, bro, and they making a little bit of money, bro, they devalue the belts themselves, bro. We don't even have to do it for them. They doing it themselves. It ain't like the usual suspects that's saying, man, fuck the belts, man. We don't care about the belts, man. Nah, man, nah, bro. They doing it themselves. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely respect what you're saying, because you definitely are a fighter. You get in the ring and you lace them gloves up, man. You take punches, you give punches. So I respect what you're saying, man. I don't want to see the belts go away myself, bro. But your fraternity of boxers, they are part of the problem. They're a part of the problem, bro.
Nah, you brought up a good point. With
that your population of viewing it the way you see it, that is just getting smaller. Like I said, it ain't wrong to look at it like that, but you see that it's getting smaller. You know what I'm saying? And that's what all sports. Guys are looking at it totally different now. You know what I'm saying? So the things we once cared about, it's starting to fade. You know what I'm saying? The old damn McDonald's that you used to see on the corner is now a damn nail shop. You know what I'm saying? Everything's changing.
You stupid. Nah, it's the same McDonald's.
It's the same McDonald's.
Now, Regal Cinema, that's another story. Yeah, but yeah, man. Like I said, me personally, I don't want to see it go down. Like them belts get devalued. It's like I said, I ain't gonna harp on it too long. I want to go to the next question. But yeah, and I hear what you're saying, Mr. Jannar Hill. Yeah, that's a good point that you made right there. But I just personally feel like those dudes that's on the come up, they care about them. They care about them. And they would love to be champions. All of us would. But let's go to the next question. That was a good combo. Thank you for interrupting me, KG. We love you. We still love you. What's that? 3. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a good one. I didn't I didn't write this question. Steals. I'll let you
Oh
take the wheel.
shit!
I'll let
Who
you
asked
take
these
the wheel.
questions? These Jay Steele's questions?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man. What if Dev? He said, Steals is an idiot. What if Dev loses? What happens next? You know what, Steals? I don't want to come to you first. I don't want to come to you first because you wrote the question. I wouldn't be doing you justice. 503. Please.
Oh man, he had to come back to the
Yeah,
dripper, the
I had
sixer.
yeah.
Oh man.
I know. I want to hear. Yeah, I want to hear Steals.
Yeah, well, yeah. Ack, what's the right on 6th Street? I thank you, my brother. What if Dev loses? What happens next? If Dev loses to Jose Ramirez, what happens next? Well, I don't think we'll see the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney rematch. Let's just start there. There will be no Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. I don't care if it's signed already. If Devin Haney loses to Ramirez, Ryan Garcia will have a whole duck plea of not to take that fight. If Devin Haney loses, we will see a whole, and I say this with all respect. we
because I got a feeling I know what you're gonna say.
You don't know what I'm gonna say, Ack. You don't know what I'm gonna say, bro. Look, man. 666 say we're gonna have another meltdown. Uh-oh. We gonna have another meltdown. Niggas is gonna lose their minds. We seen what happened with the first with the first situation when Devin Haney lost, man. Niggas was on niggas was on suicide watch. It was getting real crazy out here in these streets, man. I even got into it with my own. I even got into it with my own brother. It was fighting. We was throwing punches. I thought the nigga was gonna hit me upside the head with a lamp. I was a bitch ass nigga. Yeah, I was all that. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. She got real wicked out here when Devin Haney lost. And these niggas on this panel know what I'm talking about too. You know what I'm saying? They know. Man, that nigga 5'5" just be going off the rails, man. He be talking crazy. He don't know what he be talking about. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I know. 6 know what he be talking about. Yeah, if Devin Haney loses, man, all hell will break loose. The internet is gonna go crazy. And Ryan Garcia is gonna sit on top of that throne and be looked at like a king. And it ain't gonna matter about the PEDs. It ain't gonna matter about the IV. It ain't gonna matter about the weed, the alcohol. It ain't none of that gonna matter. Because Devin No Chin Haney will be deemed trash.
Dang.
That's all I got.
Dang. Hold on. I got a clip. I was crazy. I thought I was crazy.
Let me tell you something.
I can say one. You want me to say
Go home and get the gun.
Damn!
Go home. Run!
Come on!
Run!
Yo, KG.
You said what happens if Devin Haney loses?
I'm scared to hear your answer too.
Tell him, K. Tell him.
The thing is,
Tell him what happened. Yeah.
the thing is I think it's going to be the matter of how. Because if he just loses on the cards by decision, if them Jose Ramirez somehow outboxes Dev,
what if he get knocked the fuck out, K?
I'm gonna get to that part, man. Damn. What Glorilla at when I need when I need her? Let me cook. You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't gonna cook. I'm just there gonna tell you what it is, man. No, but if Dev goes out here and loses per decision, they'll just say the age old shit. He was shaking off some rust. He, you know what I'm saying? He was just bouncing back. He did take a year off. Y'all got to understand that he took a year off, and it is at a new weight class. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna give you that. But if Dev goes out here and gets stopped, or goes out and looks less of itself, like Jose is able to get him in devastating fashion, where he looks bad. I don't know how people are going to be able to digest that. You know what I'm saying? Because of how, you know what I'm saying, how much energy. You know what I'm saying? Will it be led with? Well, the damage was done from what Ryan did to him because of the PEDs. Well, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that would be a narrative that'll be used, but if he loses and that's the case, you know what I'm saying, devastating fashion or damn stoppage, Devin Haney goes, I guess, onto the shelf because, you know what I'm saying, we might have to then figure out what, you know what I'm saying, what his mindset is going to be. And Bill Haney's going to be on damage control, trying to defend it, trying to let the world know that it's a new weight class and you can't underestimate, you know what I'm saying, Jose Ramirez. He came out and put up a good fight. That's why Dev goes in and fights the best every time he gets in the ring. So we're going to hear that. And we know that's what we're going to hear, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the damage control. And like I said, we're going to hear a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, really standing on that. But at the same time, it'll just be letting us know that Devin Haney is not, you know what I'm saying, as good as we thought he was. So if we find that out, we still support him, but you know what I'm saying, we let them know that that's when things have to change. That's when the tough love is going to come in and the criticism is really going to be heavy. It's going to really be heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because, and like Five said, it's going to point out, it ain't about you getting back up. It's about you getting clipped and going down. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about having heart. You know what I'm saying? You can have the heart to get up, but will the corner have the heart to save you when that time comes, when it's time to save you, if they need to save you? Or will you take unnecessary damage trying to prove that you got heart instead of enhancing the defense and not getting hit at all? So like I said, Dev should be able to go out here and outbox Jose Ramirez, but if he chooses to fight and he gets clips and he gets the hands and feet and the foot flops put all over him, you're gonna really hear me there gonna say what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm being nice right now, but at the same time,
this nigga want to be a come on everyone get happy ass nigga, man. Set that soft ass
shit. This is the soft.
No, I'm saying, because look, hey, you ain't supposed to kick a man if he down. You know what I'm saying? So if he go down and Jose Ramirez tested them negative for any PEDs, or he don't come in overweight and he just beats damn Devin Haney, then Devin Haney gonna get flamed just like damn anybody else. So I'm just saying, if he gets knocked out, hey man, he just don't get knocked out. Just don't look bad. Just don't look less than. You need to go out there and get a unanimous decision or stoppage over Jose Ramirez, because if you do anything less, he's going to get criticized. So we already know what microscope we put, you know what I'm saying, Devin Haney under. He's already going to be criticized if he looks less than already. Now, if he goes out there and, gets stopped or knocked down, he ain't got to get stopped. If he goes out there and gets knocked down, they're still going to ride on he has a heart. But it's the fact that, bro, you're getting clipped and you're going down now. Because now these guys at the bigger weights can really crack. So he's gonna really have to find a true testament to himself. What did it? You know what I'm saying? Where is his place in boxing? Do I keep going up? Is my next fight gonna be at 54 after that? Because I didn't feel comfortable at 47. It was hard making 47. You know what I'm saying? So you see, I don't know, bro. It's gonna be a book of dang excuses, and some might have some solution to it, and some might not. So, like I said, I'm gonna call bullshit when I see it. And y'all already know that. So I'm gonna just let the daggone shit unfold and hope and pray that, you know what I'm saying, every damn thing that, you know what I'm saying, the true Devin Haney fans are looking for to come out in this fight, it comes out in their favor. Because if it don't, be prepared for the damn the levees to break. And when they break, goddammit, it ain't gonna be nothing that the United States government or YouTube damn boxing or the LDBC gonna do to be able to fix it. Because it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? So be who? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I'm just putting that out there. So that's what I got. It ain't nothing soft talk there, you already know what it is, man. I'm gonna get him if he daggone don't get
it. Hey, man, I like these questions, man. Goddamn me, it's getting real uncomfortable sitting in this chair, Ack. It's getting real uncomfortable.
Nah, it's getting uncomfortable. Yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
We need this though. We need this.
Shout out, our fella, why'd you do this? Go ahead, Sticks, man. Break.
I mean, this is your concept. I mean, why you trying to put it on me?
Talk to him, or use his own shit against him.
What if Dev loses? What happens next? I think if Dev loses against Jose Ramirez, it's not the end of the world, people. You gotta remember, officially, on paper, I mean, and we all refer to BoxRec. If you go to Devin Haney's record, he's undefeated. I think we need to put aside, maybe Team Haney needs to put aside the whole aura of the Mayweather era where everything's dependent on keeping that O. I don't think it would be the end of the world if Devin Haney would lose to a two-time champion that is a formidable opponent. What happens next, if indeed he was to lose, is that he would have to seek a rematch and immediately seek a rematch to avenge that loss and disregard the Ryan Garcia, which that fight apparently, I believe it's signed on both ends, but would that scuttle that future, that proposal, that signed fight? I can't answer that, but at the end of the day, while I land the plane, I say, if he loses, it's not the end of the world for Devin Haney. It might be just the beginning. That's my take.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, K. I know you gotta go. My brother, stay ready. Just entered the house. He came on. Yeah, there you go. Go ahead, bro. We doing the what if series. What happens if Devin loses to Ramirez?
Listen, move on. It'll be his first loss. Like, move on. Let's go see what you can do next. I don't look at it like, okay, he lost. He just lost to somebody. Either he wasn't ready for the fight, either he had a bad camp, or maybe Ramirez's style wasn't good enough, or was too much for him. I'm not looking at it like start over. I'm looking at it like, man, move on. Let's on to the next fight. There's so many great fighters and had losses. I don't care about wins and losses. I care about what you accomplished in your career. So let's move on and see what you're gonna do next. Don't dwell on this loss. You got to get over this loss. That's it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good breakdown. Nice. Short and sweet. Salute, Matt. Um,
Salute, baby.
um, yeah, man. Me personally, I agree with what Mac was saying. I don't think it'll be his first loss, even though a lot of people like to talk about the whole Ryan thing. And I feel like he it's kind of like KG said, it's how it happens that matters. It's not the fact if he loses, it's how it happens. You know what I mean? It can't be a bad stoppage, anything like that, because the trolls is going to be unrelenting. I'm letting you know that right now. I know the homies is still going to be here riding, but the trolls is going to be, it's not even going to be funny how they going to come. So I think if Dev puts up a fight and he just loses on the scorecards, that doesn't leave as much room for the trolls to talk. If it's one of those situations where, it's a meme type of loss, then that's completely different. I think I don't see Dev losing, but if he lose, I think he could bounce back from it. I think he could definitely bounce back from it. And I think Turkey Al Sheik will still even make the Ryan fight. Believe it or not. I think he would still make that fight happen because that's one of the fights that he wanted. This is the reason for the card May 2nd. But if it's a devastating fashion, I'm not even worried about so much Dev, because Dev, he knows how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm more worried about the community and people that really, because the trolls, like I said, it's going to be so unrelenting. It's not even going to be funny. It's not even going to be funny. So hopefully Dev wins and he gets through it. And like I said, as long as it's not a devastating look, I think he could bounce back. And this fight is also going to show me if Dev is the same after Ryan using performance enhancement drugs. It's going to show me if Dev is still the same mentally and physically. So I'm actually looking forward to this fight in my city. Yes, sir. Let's go to the next question. We got two more and we out of here. If Boots wins, should he stay or should he go? And Steels, what you meant by that? You mean by 147 or 54?
Indeed.
Okay.
Of course,
yeah,
they're dubbing this fight between him and Iman Stanionis, I think, for the crown. That's what it's entitled? I think also the Ring Magazine belt is involved in this fight. So pretty much it's stating that this is for the lineal championship in the welterweight division. With him solidifying himself as a welterweight king or possibly a lineal champion, should he stay at 147 and fight the likes of Brian Norman Jr., that's been definitely running up on the block and calling them out? Should he stay for the likes of WBC belt, who's currently holding that belt, is Marios Barrios? Or should he go to 154, where there's seemingly a lot of big fights, interesting fights against a plethora of fighters that are in and around his age class? contemporaries, where 147 is kind of light up at the top and there's not much going on for it. Should he stay or should he go? And in my opinion, if he successfully defeats Stanionis, no matter what the outcome is, if he knocks out Stanionis or if he beats him by a narrow decision, I believe there's unfinished business up at 154 for him. I believe it's time for him to leave the welterweight division, being at the size of Jerron Boots Ennis. And once he unifies the welterweight division, gets that lineal ship, I think he should seek deeper waters and possibly bigger bags at 154. So yes, indeed, fight the guy, the likes of Virgil Ortiz that we're very much anticipating for. Could we get a fight between him and young Baki Murdazaliev for a belt? That would definitely be highly interesting. Is Boots the man to take down the unified champion in Sebastian Fundora? That would be definitely highly interesting. So there's a plethora of great fights for Boots at 154. I think you should go, but that's my take.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Matt.
Yo.
If Boots wins, should he stay at 147 or go to 154?
No. Every division go through its cycles. We already had our cycle where 147 was the baddest division in boxing, when they had all the big top names, top dogs, and a lot of the up and coming fighters. Now everybody then kind of moved on. 154 is like still holding strong with a lot of their fighters and everything that's going on at 154. 147 is actually at that down cycle where it's still trying to find that. It's still trying to find that group of top fighters. It's not. It's kind of like when 135 went through before Tank and Devin and everybody got theirs. With 160, what's 160 is going through right now. 147 is a glamour division, but it's not always glamorous. Right now, he needs to move up to where all the competition is, where all the other fighters that's in his age bracket and the people that everybody want to compare you up to. There's nothing wrong with being a top dog at a division, but what's that to do? Nobody believes any of these guys at 147 can beat you. So what's the point of staying there when you're already bigger than them anyway? You really is a 154 pounder. You just staying at 147 because it's easy for you. Well, if you just want the easy way out, what's the point of being in boxing? Unless you're just there for the money. But when you was there, you was calling all the top dogs out because you wanted them names, you wanted their legacy. If you still want their legacy, go up to 154 where them other guys is. If you just want the money, stay where you at. But you just gonna fall to the wayside. People gonna stop even looking for you because you're not challenging yourself. We're looking for somebody that's gonna challenge themselves. We want the best to fight the best. The only fight there is for you at 147 that I really don't want to see the Mario Barrios fight. I want to see the Stanionis fight. I think that's a better fight. I think it's a bigger fight and a better fight. And I think it's a harder fight for him. Nothing against Mario Barrios. Yeah, that's my Texas homie. That's the Texas partner. But I just don't, it's not a bigger fight than Stanionis for me. I think Stanionis is a better fighter. I'd rather see Mario Barrios go fight Butte. So yeah, he needs to move up.
Yes, sir. 503. NBA D Nice, I see you, bro. Go ahead, Fa.
Yeah, man. If Boots wins, man, I think he should continue on to his goal, which is unification, undisputed at 147, one face, one name, one champion. Um, of course, his body is starting to expand, get bigger, pause, and things of that nature. But if he still wants to complete his goal, stay at 147. You know what you got to do to make 147. Don't make it so hard on yourself in the process of making that weight. Um, I think 154 is in good hands with guys like Murtaza, Tim Zoo, Thurman, Majramov. You know what I'm saying? Fundora, Cordell Booker. I mean, 54 ain't going nowhere. If you got a goal that you're trying to pursue and you're trying to accomplish said goal and you have the opportunity and the resources to do so, continue on doing it. I'm not mad at what Boost Ennis is doing at all. Me and Ack, we went back and forth about the whole Boost Ennis and Berger situation, but Boots was a man of his word, and him and his team got the fight done for Stanionis, which I think is probably one of the best fights of 2025 that nobody is talking about because everybody is so wrapped around Tank Davis and Devin Haney and stuff like that. But Boots Ennis is actually outside of Usyk and Crawford and Clarissa Shields. Boots Ennis is actually one of the only other fighters in boxing that's still making unification fights. So I got to give Boots Ennis all his flowers and respect, and yeah, man, he definitely deserves to be put high on the throne right now, especially in a historic division like welterweight. So yeah, man, if Boots wins, man, I think he should stay and continue fighting the likes of Barrios and B. Norman.
Yes, sir. I ain't gonna be long-winded. I think Boots should stay. If he can make the weight, stay. As long as he don't got no trouble. If he's having trouble making the weight, unify and leave. You know what I'm saying? I like to stay on this fight. I think stay on this might be probably the toughest champion. Then maybe Brian Norman third. And if he can make the Brian Norman fight before he leave, then cool. But I remember Boots saying that if he don't make it by the time he fought last year, last year, I think it was I forgot when he fought. He said if he can't get all of the belts by that time, then he'll move up. So I don't know if he's just going to unify, then go up, or if he's going to make one more fight at 147. I want him to stay, and I want him to at least give me the Brian Norman Jr. fight. If I can ask him for anything, after that, he can move up. I won't even care if he's undisputed at 47. It's your body telling you to go up. And I do agree with Max slightly what he said. He is, I always looked at him. He was a big welterweight. He really a 154 pounder. And that's really where I'm going to see where he's at. Because Boots is, him and Benavidez is my favorite fighters to watch right now. So, I say, give me one more unification with Brian Norman because there's a backstory with that. And y'all know how I love backstories. I say rock on with that if you're going to do that. You know what I mean? And especially if he beats Stanionis in emphatic fashion and it ends early. You know what I mean? I think you should just go right to the Brian Norman fight. Brian Norman's fighting soon. No, he's on the undercard. He's fighting soon. So that'll be good. You know what I mean? Y'all both fight around the same time, maybe a month after each other. We could we could make that move and yeah, man, and unify and then go, man. Go to 154 if you can. If you can't do it, don't stay too long. I don't like the idea of him staying too long and him killing his body. And oh, it's next weekend. See, Shawa said next weekend. See, oh yeah, I forgot. Shawa love. Never mind. She gonna try to get at me because of the females I like in boxing. I'm not gonna get at you. But he gotta, yeah, you're right, Shawa. He gotta be staying on this. Staying on this ain't easy. Stay on this ain't easy, bro. He gonna be coming. So let's move to the last question. And this got public service announcement after we get through this last question. Mac fell out. He had a phone call, I believe. If Tank chooses Jake Paul over the Lamont rematch, this is a good question. See, Steels is smart. Let me tell you why Steels is the Reed Richards of this. If y'all don't know who Reed Richards is, look it up. Steels incorporated Dev in the question and Tank. Very intelligent. Very intelligent. Let me come to my brother 503 with this question first. I'm very interested in what 503 has to say.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be short and simple with this one, man. Question number 5 says if Tank chooses Jake Paul over the Roach rematch, I mean, it'll pretty much prove the point that Tank don't really care about real boxing no more. It'll show that everything that he's been telling us, we need to believe, not just by his word but by his action. It'll show us that he's only in it for the bag. So that's my stance on Tank versus the Jake Paul narrative. I hope that this does not happen, and I hope this is not true. But we all know, man, what Tank trying to do. So we're gonna see what happens, man. But that's all I got.
Yes, sir. Steels, let me come to you.
If Tank chooses Jake Paul over the Roach rematch, it would be egregious work. I mean, but we see the play that's been put together. We saw the video that was put out by Jim Jones, none other, of him being at the Tank fight and capturing clips of both Tank as well as Jake Paul. Not only is Tank looking or going for the bag, and what we can say might be the last years or the last fights of his career. This is also, I think, a clapback or competition, so to speak, aligning himself with or collaborating with a guy like Jake Paul and MVP promotion. We have to understand MVP is the only other huge outlet right now on the outside of the Big Turk monopoly. MVP shut the internet down with Netflix, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. So they're capable of doing it again with Jake Paul, Tank Davis. And that would definitely be uh, a blow to the confidence, a blow to the ego, a slap in the face to Big Turk and Dana White for this to happen. So I think those things are out at play as well. If Tank chooses Jake Paul over the Roach rematch, he's choosing violence against, so to speak, in the Cold War against Big Turk. This is a collaboration by two guys that are on the outside that want to be in the wild, wild west. They want to be civilized by Turk and Dana. So we'll see how it plays out. But the play is definitely in motion. But those are, I think, some of the major variables behind if Tank chooses Jake Paul over Roach. But that's my take.
Yes, sir. Matt.
Be honest with you, champ. This would be egregious. Like, just straight up, ain't no reason a 135 pounder should be fighting a cruiserweight. And if anybody think this bullshit is okay, nigga, you can't talk to me about boxing ever in life. I don't give a fuck. Don't care who you are. You can't talk to me about boxing ever. Like, what's the point? This has got to be the stupidest, dumbest shit. I don't give a damn how much better at boxing Tank is than Jake Paul. Like, the fact that you got a cruiserweight fighting a 135 pounder is stupid. Like, it's no way you can make that make sense. You can even see the size difference. Then check this out. If Jake Paul is in a win-win situation, and I know it sounds stupid because he's so much bigger than Tank, but they're gonna look at it like he's a white boy. He's a slow puncher. Him fighting somebody smaller, he's bigger. His punches ain't gonna land. But if he wins, he's gonna get the bag. He's gonna get the fans. You know what I'm saying? It's like he in a win-win situation. If he loses, it's like, well, damn, Tank was faster than him. Tank just stayed on the outside. Tank wasn't, you know, they look at it like, oh, this was just an exhibition fight. Then you got, if Tank wins, Tank wins, he wins because he's fighting somebody bigger. And then he's fighting Jake Paul. But if he loses, that shit gonna look terrible on you, champ. That shit gonna look terrible. Like, why the fuck did you put yourself in that position? Now, I'm sorry. I might not think like anybody else, but if anybody agree that this fight should happen, don't ever talk to me about it. As a matter of fact, don't talk to me no more. I don't care.
Yes, sir. I don't think it's a good look after what happened. I don't think it's a good look at all after what happened. Can't agree with it. I don't think it should happen at all. I don't know what weight it's supposed to be at. I understand from a business aspect what they trying to do, but it's just like, nah. I heard the Lamont Roach, he already signed his side of the rematch clause, so I'm pretty sure Tank should be entertaining the Lamont Roach fight. Then again, you never know. I've seen stranger things in boxing happen before. But
why ain't locked in though? I mean, why ain't
I don't know. This is just what I heard. Don't blame the messenger. I'm not saying I'm right. I just heard Lamont Roach, he signed his portion of it. Lamont Roach talking about. I don't know what was going on with Tank. You know, he just got through going back to court. So I don't know what his mindset is. You know what I'm saying? So violating probation and stuff like that. So I don't know what his mindset is, but I'm keeping it real. For all the Tank fans, it's gonna be bad too. The trolls is gonna be coming at y'all too. The same way we talked about the Devin situation. Nobody gonna be above this. Trolls that don't like Tank is gonna be coming for Tank too. It don't matter how y'all try to spin it and clean it up. That's just what's gonna happen. It's a double-edged sword. This is just what I heard. So hopefully he want to redeem himself and fight Lamont Roach and set that wrong right. Because right now, Lamont Roach, I ain't gonna front, I done seen his Twitter skyrocket with his followers right now. His life really changed after that fight. And he talked about it. I forgot what he was on. It Is What It Is. He's with my brothers, with Mace and Cam. He said he gotta walk with security now. After that Tank fight. No joke. I said, wow. So, and this is a man that was a champion in the weight division under. So, yeah, man. That's all I really got on. Steels, you want to let the people that was going to the pool and I mean you to.
Indeed, most definitely is going down the Usual Suspect 6 fight pool. Will be starting this Friday, March 28th. We still have room for some more players, so if you want to get down, $ Usual 5050 Cash App $10, that will cover you for the whole season, which is a 3-month season. And we only pick championship fights, main events, and some interim championships. You know what I mean? Such as Reggie Belt championships, and things of that nature. Of course, there will be a point system at the end of the season. Whoever has the player with the most points will win the pool of money from each player that's put in, and of course they'll win courtesy of the Usual Suspect the crystal ball tee as well as the crystal ball hat. So who holds the crystal ball? We gonna see. It starts March 28th. We got 14 players. It would be nice if we get one more to make it squared off at a nice 15, but yeah, we're gonna make it do what it do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I'm gonna try to talk a little trash, even though I ain't feeling good. Matt, you can't escape no more, Matt. If you don't send them pics in, all them right pics, it ain't gonna matter that you think you got it. If you don't text them boys in the group, all that fairy tale stuff,
Act petty.
all that fairy tale stuff, like I picked this person. It don't matter what you got going on in the day, you better send out that text.
Trying to say my boy Mac be pulling them Fugazi pics.
I'm looking forward to this because of Mac. I want to see what Mac.
We not finna do that, nigga. Just 'cause you get your shit wrong. Don't come on with Mac. I ain't shit fairy tale, nigga. I done text your ass with the fights and you saw the pics. I'm the only person that put my pics in ahead of time. When I do, you will go.
Look, KG. Look what KG said. Facts. Thank you, K.
You will put your pics in and then change them the next day. Don't sit there, nigga. I put my picks in and they stay what I call it. If I miss, I miss. I don't. I don't. Just because I've been the only one getting a lot of shit right lately, don't come talk shit to me.
No, don't worry. We
Don't
gonna
come talk
find
shit
out.
to me.
Lately, yeah. Well, where's the proof of that? We gonna see the
Thank
proof.
you,
We
thank
gonna
you,
see the proof
Hold
of
on,
that next
Five-O,
week, nigga.
nigga.
thank you, thank you, Mac.
Nigga, we can see.
Mac
We
and
can
his
see.
mysterious picks. I
How
know,
is my
right?
picks mysterious?
I know.
How?
Mac, the mystery picker, huh?
Nah, ain't no mystery picker. I ain't even been paying attention to boxing like that.
Well, we got
And
the
still
US
been.
6 fight pool, nigga. You're a usual suspect, nigga. So put your $10 in into the fight pool. Put your picks in ahead of time, and we gonna see where you land at.
Bet.
That's all you gotta do, big bro.
It is what it
You
is.
ain't even gotta be
Hey,
on the shows. All you gotta do
and
is
don't
send
get
it.
and don't get mad when I'm at the top of the totem pole at the end. Nigga.
I'm not gonna lie though. Stay ready. Been doing them fight pick boards for a minute. So he versed in that area.
Yeah,
He got
I know.
experience.
He be
You know what
over
I'm
there
saying?
with Champ Ross, right? He
Yeah.
be doing the
Yeah.
Champ Ross joint. Yeah, so
But
I
see,
ain't
we
never
don't.
heard he won nothing though.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
one. I actually came in third one. Yeah.
Oh,
I think
Don't
only
play with
person
me.
I knew
I
that
got-
was over there
third
that
don't
got
mean
third
shit. Third
that
one
came
don't
in
mean
first.
shit in the US 6 fight league.
It's hundreds of people in that motherfucker. And only 3 people getting money. So yeah.
Only
Yeah.
person I ever knew that won, that was number one over there, I think Lala D was the only person I knew.
No, Maine won the first season.
Okay.
Very first season, Maine Boxing Biker won.
Okay.
US 6 fight pool, man, coming to you very soon, man. Y'all be on the lookout, man. If you wanna,
Mr. Jannard Hill, I'll definitely watch it. I think it's on Netflix.
Did
Yeah.
we talk?
Been
Did y'all
watching
talk,
George
did y'all
Foreman
talk
movie.
about George, man?
Yeah. We talked about him earlier. You want to say something? Because I know you knew his daughter, one of his daughters.
Yeah, I went to school with Georgetta, and I knew more than just his daughter. I knew his son. I knew his oldest daughter, Michi. I knew his niece, Kim. I'm cool with Big John, his nephew. That's one of my closest partners. Yeah, that's like family. So I just wanted to say R.I.P. to George. I already texted his daughter. Gave him my condolences to the family. Man, that one, I ain't gonna lie. When I saw that last night, that one actually kind of hurt. Because it's somebody I actually, a Hall of Famer that I knew growing up. And I just want to just send my condolences out to him, to the family, man. R.I.P. Big George, 76 years old. He was a year younger than my mama.
Yeah, man. Sad. Do you agree with 5? We about to get off here, but do you agree with 5 with the statue in the north?
Hell yeah. In the north, we need that statue downtown. We need a statue of George. Period.
well, you know downtown. You know downtown is the north side.
It didn't. And now I live down here. Now it's where I-10 is. As soon as you cross on I-10, that's downtown.
The north side.
503. He said the north side.
503 know what happens when you cross on I-10. Ain't no north side. North side is on one side of I-10. South side on the other side of I-10. I-10 is like the midpoint.
But nah, yeah, listen, man. I told you, Ack, he need a statue. I don't care what that motherfucker is at. He need one.
Yeah,
you know
what?
what?
He do deserve. He definitely a legendary fighter.
I think we need to start that petition and present it to downtown, man. I'm down for this shit.
Me too.
I was saying that. I was telling 5 that because that happened with Hector Camacho.
I'm gonna holler at Forrest if we could put together a petition with all the fighters and everything in Houston. Just get everybody to sign and then start taking that bitch around. Cause I'll go door to door with that shit.
Yeah, you know. I remember you been told me you went to school with with one of his daughters.
Yeah, George went to school. Georgetta and Nick, his stepson. Yeah, that's family, man. Hell, I rolled
Yes,
in
sir.
the
Yes, sir. Give us your last, Mac, and thank you for jumping on, bro. It's always fun when you jump on, man.
I'm glad I was able to jump on. Now I'm finna get back to this homework. I ain't even going nowhere today. It's gonna be homework all weekend, man.
Yes, sir. Before we go, because they didn't get our picks. Who do you got? Cordell Booker and Sebastian Fundora. Let's do that now.
I'm gonna take Fundora. I like Cordell Booker, but I'm gonna take Fundora.
All right, just so it's on record. And me, I'm gonna go with Sebastian Fundora. I'm gonna say 10th round. Go 10th round.
10? You think he gonna get the knockout?
Fundora been in there. Now that I think about it, Fundora been in there with a lot of top level competition at 54. He got a good resume at 54.
He really does.
Even on the come up, remember when he fought? What was our boy name? Matt, the tall one, Slim. They used to call him Slim from Cincinnati, from the Navy.
You talking about not Nathan Gallimore, Jamani Clark.
Yeah, Jamani Clark. Yup. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Yup. So even on the come up, he was fighting dogs. So I can't go against that level of experience.
You know what? Did Austin knock out Cordell Booker?
First round.
Oh, he did knock him out? Okay, I was trying to remember. All right, then I'll take Fundora with a 7th round knockout.
Yes, sir. All right. But yeah, that was your last, Mac. I just had to get that on record because I should have thought of that. Because me and you the only one didn't say our pick.
All right. Was it any more picks?
Nah. That's it.
All right. That's all I got. Salute to you, family.
Yes, sir. 503, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all be sure to tap in tomorrow. Usual Suspect Sunday, 3 o'clock, man. We're going to get into the latest and greatest boxing news, hot boxing topics, recaps, and what's going on next, man. This was a good show, dope show. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, man, and the What If series, Ack N Odd, man, the best show for boxing on the weekend, man. Y'all stay tuned for you, man. Working.
Yes. Get a peek of your last and close us out.
Indeed. Once again, salute to the chat. We delayed the last 50-50 draw. So we'll be delaying it till next Friday. So get your tickets in, $usual 50-50. One ticket's $10, 3 tickets $20, and 10 tickets $50. And of course, you get half the pot. The other half, remaining half, goes to the LDBC meet and greet. Find a box will be announced as well in the coming month of April on the Usual Suspect Sunday. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Get your boxes while you can. Limited boxes are available for $20. Usual 50-50 in attention to the Find a Boxer game. And yeah, salute to everybody. This was definitely another dope show. It's good to hear everybody's intake, and everybody was able to give Big George his flowers as he deserves. But yeah, it's your favorite yet your most hated Oddfellas. Salute to the Usual Suspect 6. Salute to the LDBC. And I'm Gizon.
Yes, sir. Salute to my brother Steels. I gotta definitely shout him out. Steels. I wasn't probably gonna do the show if Steels didn't come with the idea and email me. I probably wasn't going to do the show because, you know, I'm going through something personally. So, you know, salute to my bro Stills. Always appreciate him. He always motivates me somehow. He ain't even got to say nothing. He could just text it. It kind of motivates me. Even though I was making thumbnails and stuff for the show. Y'all can see this thumbnail and stuff. I'm getting real cold with it. You see one Lego character got the cornrows. That's me. See the other one with the baldy. You see that Stills. So yeah, I'm really getting nice with these things, man. Y'all put some respect on my name. Y'all need a thumbnail, holla at me. Send me your idea, holla at me. Saying, and y'all see the background is a Lego New York City. Y'all pay close attention. So yeah, shout out to my bro Stills. Always inspiring me, always motivating me. You know what I mean? And my other brothers, 503 Mac, KG, Red, you know, and all the bros, man. We'll be back next week, Lord willing, inshallah. And yeah, man, with that being said, shout out to the mighty LDBC.
Let no man forget how menacing we are. We are lions.
Old Berserker Clan and the Usual Suspect 6. Make sure y'all shop usualsuspect6.com because you fit the description. And it's your boy Machiavelli.
Yo, the fans trail me, so my alias Machiavelli.
And yeah, man, I'm have a word from our sponsors, and we out of this thing, man.
Y'all know what it is. It's the Find the Boxer game. Purchase a box for a chance at winning $500. One of 54 boxes has a missing boxer inside. Purchase your box or boxes by Cash Apping $ usual 5050. Include your box number, name, and email address. Your box number will be confirmed and sent directly to your email. Each box is $20 with a 1 in 54 chance of winning. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
It's a Usual Suspect.